Alright, the snow is falling. We're getting frostbite. We're out of coins. We're starving. We still got what, like 11, 12 days left?
Let's see. Go back to my math.
It's probably like 10 or 11.
28. We're at 119. Oops. 9.
We got 9 days of winter. And as you can see, it's extremely thrilling. The action is non-stop.
Wait, did I just say it was day 118? No, I said
119. 119. Well, I was gonna run out and try to find more deer, but the portal's active for some reason. I hope that doesn't mean there's gonna be a blood moon. Because my god, that would be savage. Oh, did those farmers throw away their scythes yet?
I feel like they did.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, can I even buy bows? I cannot.
You still can't?
Dude, this game.
What the heck?
Oh man. Watch, we're gonna go to like Island 5 and I'm not gonna be able to do anything. I'll just be there for moral support. I'll be cheering you on. Oh, my poor deer is so tired. He needs grass so badly, he's starving. Man, I really want them to make multiplayer that's like versus, so it's like human against human. That would be so cool.
So you can build their kingdom up first?
Oh god, what happened? I just like I'm gone.
What do you mean?
It threw me back into single player without even a warning this time.
What?
Dude. And we're back. Cool.
All right. I don't even remember what we were doing.
Me either. Oh yeah, and the game's being all weird, you know, because we just reopened it, so it doesn't have any of the winter effects yet. There's like there's grass. Oh, I can actually eat the grass. It's actually there. That's funny.
Yeah, I have grass.
Nice.
Slowly disappearing.
Yeah, it's starting to snow again. Hey,
and there's ice in the water.
Yeah, hopefully the deer reappeared in the forest. That'd be cool.
This fire is gonna be the death of me.
Why?
I just keep shooting it randomly on accident.
Oh, that fire. I was like, what's wrong? I was like, what's wrong with the campfire? No, I don't know. I probably shot that fire like, I don't know, 50 times probably, or at least by accident. Still can't buy any bows. I feel like our ladies are not wearing the proper attire for this season.
No, they've got to be freezing. Unless that cloak is like fur lined or something.
Or maybe maybe we're just really hairy. I don't know.
Well, considering the time period, probably.
Yeah, probably. Hey, nothing wrong with that. It's so weird how the trees have leaves on them right now. And there's snow.
They do?
Yeah, and there's snow on the ground.
I haven't been out to the forest yet. Or a forest. But now it's to that time when we can't tell what time of day it is.
Exactly. It's definitely nighttime. Yeah, who needs a catapult? Only sissies need catapults. For wusses. Yeah, the forest is so lush and green. The streams are flowing with water. Birds are chirping. There's no deer, though. Day 43. Whoopity-dee. I guess I'll
This
recruit.
music's
Oh, what?
too upbeat for winter.
I know, right?
This music is too upbeat for winter.
It totally is. It totally is. I think the game doesn't really know what time it is. It's confused.
La 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 la.
This kind of reminds me of like the music from The Sims. It's always so like cheery and upbeat and has a lot of piano and stuff in it.
So I've never actually played The Sims.
That's weird. You're weird. No, I haven't played The Sims, gosh, in probably a decade. I think the last time I played The Sims, it was like The Sims 2000 Deluxe Edition or something like that. The name was really long.
My brother's fiance plays it.
Oh yeah. Pretty much every time I would play that game, I would always use cheats. It was all about just giving myself infinite money and building a really kick-ass house, and like never actually letting time pass by.
I've been watching this one guy. He hasn't put a video out in a while, but he's been playing Sims 4 on his channel.
Oh yeah. Does it look pretty cool? I haven't really seen anything about any of the new Sims.
Yeah, I don't really know what Sims is supposed to look like, but yeah, it looks cool.
Right on. Oh no, the banker just spat out a bunch of money. I'm giving it back to him. Yeah, one of the things that I love to do in The Sims back in the day, I would so the first thing I would do when I would move I would make a huge family, like I don't know, like 5 or 6 people, and I would move them all into this house, and I would put a fireplace on every wall, and I would fill the room with rugs or carpets, and I would delete all the doors, and then I would I'd wait until everything caught on fire and they all died, and I would do that like 6 or 7 times to different families until there were like 30 dead people. So like when they all die, you can place like a tombstone. So I eventually got like, I think it was like 40 to 50 people, and I would build a graveyard, and I'd build like a little shack, and then I would move one guy in there, and I would have him live in this little shack in a graveyard. And like it was a proper graveyard. Like I would design this thing like crazy. It looked really cool. And then but the best part was that in the game, when someone's dead, they'll come back and haunt who's ever living there. So like every night he would get haunted by like tons and tons of ghosts, and he'd just be like crapping his pants and freaking out and have like extreme anxiety. It was awesome. It's pretty demented, but lots of fun. Another easy way, if you don't want to burn them to death, you can just build a swimming pool.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Take the ladder away.
They drown. It's pretty great. They're just not smart enough to be able to just climb out.
I was watching this one video. I think it was like a try not to laugh challenge or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was someone reading off all of the new like updates that they made to, I want to say it was Sims 4 at this point.
Oh yeah.
Of like things you couldn't or could now do.
I think I might have seen that.
One of them was like you couldn't like ask the Grim Reaper to like go on a date anymore, or like with the Grim Reaper. And then there was something about like if the school catches on fire, like the kids will actually now be able to leave the building, I guess, because if it's during school hours they can't leave or something.
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
a bunch of really funny stuff. And
Nice.
this guy's just reading them off.
Right on. Yeah, those are some interesting games.
I mean, I had some friends that played Sims when we were in middle school, but I just never really got into it because I wasn't much of a gamer.
Yeah. I mean, that's usually like, that's the game that usually non-gamers really play, is like, a lot of chicks play that game, and they like don't play anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would always just watch my brother play stuff, so it was always like
Yeah.
Command and Conquer, or he and I would play like Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart on our GameCube.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, Mario Kart's where it's at.
Now I started playing Call of Duty again.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I bought Black Ops 3 for the Xbox.
Oh, right on. The last time I played Call of Duty was when I played that Blackout, when it was when they were doing their beta.
The beta? Yeah.
And then before that, the last time I played was like Modern Warfare 1. So like a long ass time ago.
Oh, Call of Duty 4?
Yeah.
That was my jam. I loved Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, it's pretty
The
good.
only one I was good at. Oh, dang it.
Oh, to accidentally get coins.
I was trying to run past him, but the lizard was like, no.
Yeah, he's like, screw you, man. I'm tired. You're working him too hard.
Yeah. Well, Brayden was over last week and we wanted to play something on my Xbox, and I didn't really have anything that was multiplayer, so because I have Game Pass, I was able to buy Black Ops 3 for like $30.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the zombies version, so it's like the high-end one.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the PS4.
Gotcha.
So, because I don't have one, we can't play together.
Yeah.
Unless I'm over at his house. Which we do, and I'm terrible.
Man, I haven't played on a console. Gosh, I don't even know how long now. I mean, other than the N64, which I play every once in a while, just like Mario Kart or something. Gosh, it's probably been more than 10 years. It's been a long ass time.
You're really not missing much.
I kind of thought so.
Especially since pretty much everything you can buy on the console you can get on your PC now.
Yeah. Oh, well, almost everything. Almost everything. Sometimes there's exclusives on the consoles that look kind of cool that aren't for PC.
Yeah. The one game that I really liked that I would have liked to have played myself, but I was happy to watch other people play, was the Until Dawn that Sony put out on the PS4.
I don't know if I know about that one.
It was like, I want to say it was about 3 years ago at this point.
Oh yeah.
It was like one of those like movie ones that
yeah. It's with all the kids that are getting like murdered and stuff, right?
Yeah, by the Wendigos.
Yeah, I watched who did I watch? I watched Jack Frags play that. He's like a YouTuber that I watch every once in a while.
I watched about 3 different people play it, 4 different people.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and
Right
only pretty much everybody except one group had everyone survive, or at least most people survive. I think during Achievement Hunter's playthrough, everyone died.
Losers.
Because Jeff just kept panicking.
Nice. Yeah, it looked like a pretty cool game. I mean, as far as like strictly like narrative, like choice making games go.
The whole butterfly effect is really
Oh yeah, for sure. Jeez, I feel like there's nothing to do right now.
I'm literally just running back and forth.
Yeah, same. I was looking for more deer, but there aren't any, so...
Or I just sit at the wall and wait for everyone to run back inside, so it's nighttime.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, they really need to update Shogun so that the ninjas can get you some coins or something.
Yeah, unless they have updated that, I don't think so.
I kind of doubt it. Yeah.
Any patches that they apply, you and I would have to restart our entire playthrough in order to get them.
Well, from what I read, technically you can still play with the updates. Like, I never completely restarted, even though I got all the updates applied to my game, and it seemed to work fine. I think all they said is that it may not work properly.
Okay.
Yeah, they like can't guarantee it, but it seemed like everything worked for me. So I was like, all right.
So I started reading it.
Oh yeah?
The Stephen King book. Yeah. So I was watching the movie. I watched both of them because I'd never seen the original.
Oh yeah, they're quite a bit different.
They are, and the first one is friggin' long.
Oh yeah, it's like it's a mini series basically.
Yeah, it's like a 4-hour movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what they classify it as on like IMDb and stuff. They call it a TV miniseries.
Yeah.
But it's a full-length movie. But so Brayden really likes horror movies, and I really like horror movies. So we've been like watching nothing but horror movies recently.
Hell yeah.
So we watched both the original It and the new one, which I'd seen. That was the second time I'd seen the new one. And
How'd
he
you
was
like it?
I really prefer the new one.
Yeah,
it looks
same.
really, really cool.
Same.
Which apparently Stephen King likes the new one better than the original. But he was like, I don't really read that much. He's like, but I've read it. And I was like, oh, well, I've never read it. I've never read any Stephen King novel. So I rented it from the library. And this book is humongous.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 3 inches thick. For like absolutely no reason.
Like, this is preposterous.
I mean, it's 1,100 pages, but I was telling my dad about it, and I showed it to him, and he was like, well, Les Mis is like 1,400, but it's half the size. It's not as tall, and it's not as thick. And I was like, well, how does this have 1,100 pages, and it's 3 inches thick, and Les Mis is like an inch, it's half the size?
Is the font just bigger? Is it like larger
No,
type?
it's like a normal size font. I would say it's probably like size 11 or 12, like normal size font.
Weird.
But it's just like it's a huge book.
Yeah.
So Braden and I made a bet on how long it'll take me to read it. I'm almost 250 pages in, and I have until next Friday to finish it.
Oh gosh, you gotta get busy. What do you do? What are you doing playing games?
I was reading it when you texted me.
Oh my gosh.
So I think I read about 150 pages today.
Oh yeah. That's
and I'm
pretty
like, I'm never gonna finish this thing. My dad thinks I'll finish it by Wednesday, because he said a week and a half, and I got it on Monday. But Braden thinks, well, first he said 2 months, and I was like, well, I don't think it'll take me that long because I read a lot.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, okay, 2 weeks. So if I don't finish it by Friday, I have to buy him a drink.
Well, you better get busy.
I'm reading every opportunity I have.
Nice. Is it like pretty close to the newer movie so far?
No, it's more like the original where it like jumps back in time and stuff, and then goes back to like normal time. But he kind of does. So it's interesting how he has it set up. So there's like, he's got big chapters that are like full size chapters, but then within each chapter there's like little mini chapters. So there's like an overarching chapter. So right now I'm on chapter 4, but I'm on like, I guess you call it sub-chapter like 6.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that's cool.
But it follows one character at a time in each little section.
Uh-oh, be careful. There's a crown stealer.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. I'll stay back a little ways. But yeah, I definitely liked the movie, or I mean, the newer movie more, because it kind of explained a lot of the lore a lot better, I think, than the older one.
Yeah. Yeah, the book is more along the lines of the first movie.
Gotcha.
But since they ended the new one as like it chapter 1, I feel like in chapter 2 they're gonna do like what they did in the first one and follow them as adults.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
No, yeah, that's definitely what they're doing.
But it's supposedly coming out this year, and I'm super excited.
Really? Oh wow, that's quick.
Well, I saw a movie. I don't know how true this movie poster was, but something about 2019.
Oh, gotcha. Cause yeah, I remember reading about it, and they definitely confirmed it was going to be the adult chapter of it.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
I just know I'm not looking forward to when I get to Beverly's chapters when she's younger.
Oh yeah, because they got that weird sex, the weird sex part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her dad's a
dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, her dad's a total freak. And then they also have that weird like sex part when they're in the, like all the kids do when they're in the sewer. Like, did you know about that?
No.
Yeah, so there's this weird part in the book that even Stephen King said that like if he could rewrite the book, he would just leave it out of it. So basically they're in the sewer and they realize, you know, that that the monster likes to prey, you know, on their fears, and so they're trying to act, they're basically just trying to not be kids anymore. So like they're trying to act like adults, so like they basically all just have like an orgy basically down there because, you know, yeah, I'm serious. So like it's because in their minds, you know, like they're just kids, so in their minds, you know, sex is like the most adult thing you can do. So that's basically what they do so that they can try to, you know, stop being children, so that hopefully he won't, you know, try to kill him anymore, or so that they won't be as afraid anymore or whatever. It's some weird part like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He just told me it gets. He told me it gets very, very dark and very
Yeah.
vulgar.
Yeah.
And I was like, I only knew about obviously Beverly's dad, so I'm like, great. Now I'm not looking forward to this part.
Yeah. So yeah, a lot of people were I think the only reason I found out about that is because I was watching like a video review about the newer movie, and they brought that up, how people were glad that he left that out of the newer movie, because that would have been pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, that's not really necessary.
Well, I'll be sure to let you know when I get to that part.
All right. Oh, I just got to the freaky weird kid sex part.
Well, I haven't gotten, besides during Beverly's section when she gets the phone call, I haven't gotten to any of her additional parts yet.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm on, I just finished Ben's part, so right now I'm on Billy's part.
Billy! Good old Billy.
Stuttering Bill.
Yep.
Whoop.
Uh-oh. I feel his pain. Stuttering sucks.
Yeah, I remember you said you used to stutter.
Oh gosh, it was horrible. It was a nightmare. Did you ever go to that link that I posted on my video where I was talking about it?
No.
Yeah, so in the movie My Cousin Vinny, there's a character in that movie that stutters, and he's like he's a defense lawyer or a defense attorney or something. And he stutters, and it is it is so cringy, but it is pretty much exactly how I used to be. It was, oh my god. Like he stands up to try to give like an opening statement or something to the jury, and he's just struggling so hard, and by the time he's done, he's just so exhausted, and that's exactly what it's like. It's like a workout. It's so brutal. Oh my gosh, I'll have to send you that link. It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it sucks. I still stutter sometimes too, actually. I do it a lot when, well, I wouldn't say a lot, but I do it during my videos, but I think people don't really notice because I usually correct myself pretty quickly. But it tends to happen because my voice doesn't reach my ears or something at the proper speed. At least that's like what doctors and stuff say. So it happens when I wear my headphones, which obviously I wear my headphones whenever I'm recording. So it kind of like muffles my voice, so it like amplifies my stuttering. So it sucks, man. Oh, it's so horrible.
I trip over my words a lot. Like I get like real quick cotton mouth.
Oh,
I can't talk.
Gotcha. I feel ya.
No, I stutter sometimes, or I just can't get out what I want to say.
It sucked when I was working at Bath and Body Works because I don't have like dyslexia or anything, but reading people's totals to them, sometimes I would just like transpose numbers.
Oh yeah.
And I always felt really dumb because I'd either say like the wrong number or I would switch numbers around, and they would look at me and I'm like, sorry, it's actually this price.
That's funny. Yeah, I've noticed, I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or what, but lately I've noticed, like when I'm typing messages to people, like sometimes I'll just totally mess up, like on my words for no reason. And then I'll have to go back and correct it. I'm like, what is wrong with me?
Sometimes I think my fingers go either much faster than my brain, or my brain moves much faster than my fingers, so like I just skip words, and I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I forget what I was trying to say, or I just, you know.
And
then trying to talk in text is the worst.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Well, it's because they like scientists and shit like say that technically you're incapable of multitasking, even though, you know, we obviously use that word a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I guess technically, you know, your brain really isn't actually able to multitask. You're just, you know, sacrificing the efficiency of doing one thing really well for like being able to do, you know, like two things like semi quick between each other, you know, at a less efficient state, you know what I mean?
Like Ron Swanson says, why half-ass one thing when you can whole-ass, or why half-ass two things when you can whole-ass one thing?
Hell yeah, my boy. What a wise man. Ron Swanson.
Did you ever like learn any techniques to help with your stuttering?
Oh yeah, like nothing that I read officially helped me, but I kind of learned my own sort of ways to do it. So basically, if I talk in, that's also one of the reasons why I talk in accents and stuff a lot. Not just because I think it's fun, which I've always done that even before the stuttering, but doing that helps me not stutter. It's weird.
Well, because that was one thing that he wrote in the book. Because Bill was trying to describe it to his wife.
Oh yeah.
He was saying something he learned in like elementary school or whatever was to say what you're trying to say in a different language.
Oh, that's so weird because that is
it like
basically
tricks your brain.
Yeah, that's basically what I mean. I'm not speaking a different language, but I'm like playing a character, you know?
Yeah, the accent. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm changing it. Yeah, and it totally, like, 100%, I won't stutter if I'm doing that. It's weird. Yeah. But basically, yeah, aside from that, I just, I guess I just try to talk slower. I just gotta try to focus a bit more, and I just try to use different words. Because, like, I can feel when a word is coming on that's gonna make me stutter. So I can usually like feel it before I even get there. It's really weird. So I can, so then I'll just change it.
We have one more day of winter.
Oh, thank God. One thing I liked from the It miniseries that they didn't have in the newer movie, which I guess makes, I don't know, I guess it kind of makes sense, but was like the famous part where he's like, it's battery acid, you know, he like sprays his little.
Oh yeah.
I was like, that was so it was so iconic. I was actually kind of shocked that they didn't try to put that in the new film. Because I was like, man, that was pretty badass. He just like burnt that clown dude right in his face with imaginary battery acid.
I was always wondering, was it really battery acid, or was he just saying that so it would think it was?
Yeah, no, it was just his yeah, it was just his whatever you call it. What are those called again?
Inhaler.
Yeah, inhaler. Yeah, it was yeah, I mean it was just his inhaler, but you know, the creature, you know, basically feeds off, you know, fear and imagination and all that jazz. So like he basically like made it battery acid
By saying it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though it wasn't even real medicine.
Yeah, right. Man, what a nerd.
One thing that Braden I thought was really weird from the original one is when I don't know who she is, but in the book it's his wife. I'm assuming in the movie it was his wife, but when Stan's wife goes up and finds him in the tub, there's no explanation as to who she is. You just all of a sudden she's going upstairs bringing him a beer, and that's the only time you see Stan as an adult.
I've never really thought, it's been so long since I've seen it, but yeah, you're totally right.
We were both just like, who is that?
Like, who is this woman? What is this relationship?
Like, Stan, I'm bringing you a beer. Stan, I'm gonna wash your back and your chest. And it's like,
like what?
Who are you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, the new movie definitely started out strong, showing poor Georgie getting his arm bitten off. That was awesome.
I just love how the new movie is just so cinematic. Like, it just looks so cool.
Yeah, it's great. Did you ever watch there's YouTube videos out there where people like, you know, put the old movie and the new movie like side by side?
Yeah, because I saw a bunch of things on Facebook. People were like, oh, the new It's like shot for shot.
Yeah.
Of the original, which is why when I watched the original I was so confused because I was like, but they didn't have the adult parts in the new one.
Yeah, it's like only certain scenes are like shot for shot.
Yeah. But something that I totally forgot about until we watched it again, but Braden was like, oh, he lost it when poor Georgie was running down the street and he just ran face first into that barrier.
Yeah.
He's like, that's my favorite part. I was like, I didn't even remember that.
Oh man.
He was like, that's my favorite part.
It's pretty good.
But poor Georgie's so cute. That actor is adorable.
Oh, I know. It's so brutal. Made me feel so bad.
But I also feel like in the book he is more like how he is in the original, how it is, Pennywise.
Oh yeah.
But in the new one, he's just so like menacing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he's
definitely not as creepy
clown.
or yeah. It's just
Like,
yeah, exactly.
Pennywise is more in the original is more like an actual like what a carnival clown would be like.
Exactly.
In the new one, he's not at all. Like,
yeah,
he doesn't play any of the jokes or anything like that.
Exactly. He's just like full-blown monster that looks like a clown, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I like how they did the lines up to the eyes, like that's what the mouth would have been. I thought that was really cool.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. There's grass.
I know, I saw it come back in.
Winter is over. Thank you, teenage Jesus.